womanlywealthacademy.com with Louise Ann Maurice. Getting clients is something that might not come naturally to you. You love wellness and you just resonate with it, and this is an area that you want to focus on because you want to do what you love. However, it's getting the clients that might not be something that you love to do, and I completely get that. And that's why I put together this simple framework, because it allowed me to connect with people in a very natural way. And it is the SWOT analysis. And it's a conversation starter, and it's just 4 questions that you ask prospective clients, right? People that you're just meeting in a very informal setting. Now, if you've taken my Empowerment Life Coach training, right, my Empowerment Coach Academy Life Coach training, the professional course, right, the PCELC accreditation program, you would have met Karen, right? Because that was the SOS call that I got. But this is how I actually met Karen. Now, her name has been changed to protect, right, the client confidentiality, and it is a reenactment, but I tell you, it's not an exaggeration, all right? It is not an exaggeration because I met her at an art auction, right? I live in a fairly small town, and every year there's this art auction, and it's kind of the who's who of the place where I live, and you know, everyone gets somewhat dressed up. It's a very natural, earthy kind of place, so people don't get too dressed up, but it is a great place to go and connect with people. So, you know, I wasn't going with the intention of selling people. I was actually developing the parts of this program. I wanted to develop a workshop. So I was going with the intention of just asking questions, doing research, finding out how people feel about it, people in my target market. And professional women, they were in my target market, professional women and entrepreneurs, people that were starting businesses. So this is where I set out, and I asked the first question. All right, so when we continue on with this lecture, you are actually going to hear Karen's response to the question. And when you are listening to her talk, all right, listen very closely, because I want you to be able to identify the mistake that Karen makes, but also most people make as it relates to health and wellness. And in the next lecture, there's just a simple quiz to see if you got it right. Now, this quiz, I think you can only access it if you're on your laptop or computer. So if you are using your phone or your tablet, just make that mental note, because in the following lecture, we'll go over the correct response. But yeah, I want you to really listen. For all of these times where she is talking, I'll be sharing with you just some strategies that I want you to follow, especially if you are new to coaching. But listen, because the question that I ask her is the S, right? And the S stands for struggles. And it's just simply, you know, what struggles have you experienced in the area of health and wellness? Right? What struggles have you experienced in the area of health and wellness? So let's listen in to her response. I don't mind as long as we keep this very short, because I have very important things to get to. But we are talking about wellness, right? Well, this definitely sometimes is a struggle, but you know, everything that I've been reading lately is talking about all of the health benefits. So this might be a little area that I struggle in, but hey, we're at an art auction and they are providing this for free, so I figure why not? But on a more serious note, definitely. I mean, some of the struggles that I find are just keeping my weight in check. You know, I go from one extreme to another, and it's just yo-yoing back and forth. And probably more than the back and forth is the struggle with keeping my carb consumption down. It's like as soon as I leave work, I head straight for Tim Hortons, and I am ordering the bagel. And as soon as I have that chocolate chip bagel, I feel myself calm down right away. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say that that's a problem until it starts showing up on my hips. But those would be the biggest struggles that I have when it comes to my health and wellness.